Tray flips have been my curse for years now. At one point I learned them and then the next day I lost them, and I've done that probably like 3 times, and it's been like years since I've been able to land a tray flip. Something about this trick just doesn't stick for me. So today I'm bringing in the big guns. I'm gonna be using a Nyjah Huston trick tip to try and help me break down tray flips and learn these again, hopefully this time once and for all. More than that, I've only got an hour to do this, so hopefully this works. First of all, if you like my videos and you wanna see more, go ahead and subscribe and like so that YouTube recommends them to you. And then if you wanna follow me on Instagram, you can follow me at the local Joe, and remember to make every single day a Friday. If you want to get some Friday shirt or gear or hoodies, whatever it is, the link will be in the description. Okay, so I'm feeling really hopeful about my tray flips today. That's why I decided to make this video, because while I was doing research, I was watching Nyjah Huston's trick tip and watching him do tray flips in slow-mo, and I think I figured out the key that's going to help me finally get these. So first off, with Nyjah Huston's trick tip, he goes over the foot position. He does it pretty standard. Put your back foot just above the back pocket, and then that front foot, kind of like a kickflip, maybe a little bit further down. But then from there, what he says to do is just really try and pressure flip it with your back foot. I know what you're thinking, this sounds like every other tray flip trick tip, and to be honest, Nyjah Huston's tray flip trick tip was not that helpful, but what was helpful was watching him do them in slow motion. And that's where I discovered what I think is the secret that's gonna help me unlock my tray flips again. So from watching him do slow motion tray flips, there are 2 main takeaways. The first one, oddly enough, has to do with the trucks. If you watch Nyjah right as he's about to pop his tray flip, you'll see his back truck start to turn to the toe side just a little bit. That means all of his pressure is back and on the toe, right in that pocket where he's about to pop that tray flip. So all the pressure is built up and loaded right over that point in the pocket. So I believe this is the foundation for a tray flip. If you can't get that slight toe side turn with the weight on the back foot, then it's pretty much game over. But if you do, I think that gives you, a really good chance of actually getting the right scoop. So the second thing has to do with your feet and the timing of your feet. So for some reason in my head, I always thought that when you tray flip, your feet go down and up together like that. But watching Nyjah Huston, what you'll notice is his legs go completely separate. So his right leg rises while his left leg is still down here scooping. And basically what I call this is the release mechanism. So the right foot is the release mechanism. When you crouch down, you put all this weight and all this energy into the board, and then when you lift up that right foot, all of the energy gets transferred back into that back foot, allowing it to get that crazy pop and scoop and tray flip and then land. Whereas what I've been doing is I've been pushing down and jumping up with both feet, and basically what that does is that gives the energy nowhere to go. Basically, I've been trapping the energy with both of my feet, and what I think is the difference today, the reason I think I'm gonna learn this, is because if I can lift up that front foot before the back foot, that will allow this release mechanism to transfer all the energy from the right foot or from both feet into just the back foot. So lift up the front foot and scoop that back foot, and then we should get some tray flips. So let me know in the comments below if that made sense to you, but it all sounds good in theory. Today we've got to put it into practice, and hopefully, like I said, we can learn tray flips once and for all. I hope this is the secret key ingredient that I've just been missing this whole time, and hopefully I won't be so embarrassed when I can't tray flip from here on going forward. I just feel like that's a trick that I should have had a long time ago, but I don't know. Hopefully today we can change it. So first thing, let's get warmed up, and then let's start learning tray flips.
We work for a wifey great, love flowing, we don't need Cupid stupid. Nova bring the bass and watch him screw face. Spit to the pressure, give me toothaches. You play checkers, I chess him to see who moves fake. I want that Bruce Wayne money, no time for two-face. Old friends doubted me, I cut the loose ends. Real friends around me, the whole cruise in. Came from pain-driven and high temper to calculated passing on my mentors. Driving on the road like I'm the only one. Shooting to the green, I talking holding wine. Bible on the dash, they with the holy wine. I know I put in work, they didn't notice nothing. Switch gears, clubhouse, took me 6 years. Marble floors, gold trim, feel like a...
Alright guys, so that's going to be it for the warm-up. So let's see if we can use this mechanism release, whatever concept that I'm thinking of. See if we can land some tray flips.
Driving on the road like I'm the only one. Shooting to the green, I talk a hole in one. Bible on the dash, they with the holy one. I know I put in work, they didn't notice.
We're getting so close. I think that's the key. Just put the pressure down and then get that right foot up before your left foot scoops. So you gotta get your right foot out of the way so that your left foot can scoop it, or vice versa if you're regular, but let's get one.
Like man afford, but making purchases you can't afford. I move the money like it's illegal. Something more of rigor mortis, where I move dead people lay low. Took L's, know how those days go. Say so, he say, but nothing they know. Peso, deals locked, it's like a case closed. Bankroll, different league, we don't use money phones. Trusting the artists.
Well, we got one, but not how I imagined it in my head. Let's see if we can get a clean rollaway.
You know I'm heading towards eyes on the Rolex, it's like a Chevy Ford. Driving on the road like I'm the only one. Shooting to the green, I talk a hole in one. Bible on the dash, they with the holy one. I know I put in work, they didn't notice none. Switch gears, clubhouse, took me 6 years.
Alright guys, well, I feel like that went pretty good. I didn't land them as well as I wanted to, but I did land a few. I think I really just verified this kind of theory in my mind of lifting up the front foot first. So you got to get that front foot out of the way so that the scoop can actually go. If you don't lift up that front foot, it's going to stop the rotation of the back foot. The other thing I noticed is it helps to scoop kind of behind you and forwards, if that makes sense. So I just think sweep kind of like diagonally behind you, diagonally forwards and behind you. So I think shoulders face where your front foot is, then lift that front foot up and then sweep diagonally forward. That's what I was going through my head, and I definitely feel like I figured out the rotation a lot better, but still not enough where I feel like I'm landing on it. Like I can get the board to flail how I want it to, but as far as getting over it to land the way that I want, I mean I landed on so many and just stuck and fell over. So definitely got a long way to go with this trick, but I'm super stoked that I actually landed a few. It's been a really long time coming with this trick, so super stoked that I was able to get that tray flip, got a crook on my box, I was able to get that 5-0 pretty easily, so I'd say things are coming along pretty well. I'm super excited about the progress that I'm making, and I'm super excited about how the channel is growing. You guys are killing it. So thank you everybody that's new, that's subscribing, that's watching the videos. It's really helping the algorithm, and the channel's just popping, so thank you so much guys. I hope you guys were entertained, and maybe you learned something from watching me try and figure this out. I hope none of you are on the same boat as me, but I'm sure some of you are if you're watching this video, that you've just had the hardest time learning tray flips, where people seem to get them, you know, like within like the first 6 months or year of skating, and some of us it just takes years. But I finally feel like this is the secret that's gonna help me get it. It turns out just my front foot was stopping the rotation, and just lifting that up really fast really transfers that weight and gets the rotation going, and now it's just really a case of getting consistent and being able to figure out how to flip the board to land on my feet. Anyways guys, I'm just rambling about the session, but thank you so much again for watching, for subscribing and liking. You can follow me on Instagram at TheLocalJoe. Remember to make every single day Friday, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.